Hello, yes, good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
What is your name?
And my name is Maribel Hermogenes.
Maribel, how old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
Single or married?
I'm married.
With how many kids?
Only one kid.
How old is he?
7.
Okay, and your husband is working as?
Rice mill.
Oh, in the rice mill.
Yes, ma'am.
And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
My 2 brothers and 5 sisters.
And you are the
Eldest.
of the family. And the boy is 7 years old. So who will look after your boy if you go to abroad?
My husband and my mother.
How old is your mother?
51.
Is still very capable, right?
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
So since you are the eldest child of the family, what can you say about your personality as the big sister?
I'm responsible sisters.
Have you ever experienced to get angry with your brother and sisters?
I talk them
Mm-mm.
and I say I'm strict.
Do you beat them?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you beat them?
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes.
Oh, really?
It's
If
not
really
good.
naughty.
It's naughty. It's bad.
Okay. But if in your employer's home, don't beat the kid.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you know that. Now, you start to work in Saudi Arabia from what year you first go to abroad?
To 2014.
2014. And you stay in one employer for 8 months,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
And after that, 2015 to 2017, you finished the contract.
Yes, ma'am.
What month you came back Philippines before?
September 26, 2017.
So, last year.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what are you doing now in Philippines?
I take care baby and husband and I cooking, buy and sell.
Okay. Now, during your stay in 2014-15, you told me that the employer always transfer you to other employers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you gave up. So, you have another employer 2015 to 2017 look after of 3 kids. The
Yes,
ages is
11, 8, and 6.
6. How big is the house?
Ma'am.
How big is the house?
3 stories.
How many helpers do they have?
Only one.
You are the only one.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me your duties with this employer before. Tell me all your works in this house before.
I clean the house. I washing clothes. I'm ironing. I take a baby. And I'm like assistant for my madam for cooking.
Assist for cooking. So why you choose Hong Kong now and not go back to this?
I choose the Hong Kong because near country and high salary.
How much salary do you expect?
Think 20.
20
plus.
Peso?
20K. 20,000.
More than.
Yes,
More
ma'am.
than 20,000 in Hong Kong. But you need to work long hours. You need to work 16 hours every day.
Yes, ma'am.
Are
No
you
problem.
okay with that?
Yes, ma'am. Very okay.
And your employer maybe don't allow you to have day off.
No problem, ma'am.
They will pay you money.
Yes, ma'am. I did.
You like?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Because additional money for my salary.
Are you afraid of dog?
No, ma'am.
How about cat?
I'm afraid.
Okay. Thanks for being honest. And do you like cooking or you love cooking?
I like cooking and I love cooking.
What food you can cook? Do you know Chinese food?
No, ma'am.
But are you willing to learn?
Yes, ma'am. I'm willing to learn more.
Okay. I know that you are the applicant of my cousin who has the agents as well, and you are staying now in the shelter. I mean, in our training center, is it? You are staying now in the training center,
Yes, ma'am.
and what can you say about being a domestic helper? What attitude you must have so that you can work longer in your employer?
Attitude, ma'am.
Yeah, what
I'm-
attitude? you must have?
I'm attitude is industrious,
Mm-mm.
and I very responsible,
Mm-mm.
caring, and patient.
You're patient.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if your mom always tat,
No problem, ma'am.
if your employee always do this, do that, you come here, do this, do that,
Yes, ma'am. No problem, ma'am.
no problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you patient?
Yes, ma'am.
1 to 10, the highest level is 10. What is your level?
10.
Okay. Do you know how to wash clothes by
Yes,
hands?
ma'am.
May I see your hands? Do you think you are hardworking?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the work of your husband again in rice mill?
Yes, ma'am. Rice meal.
I see. So the salary is not enough to support you.
Yes, ma'am. It's
So
not
you
enough.
need to go.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me your message to your future employer.
Hello for my future employer.
Mm-mm.
I'm looking for a job. I hope to choose me, and I follow your rules, and I take care your baby. Take care your baby love, like I take care my baby.
Uh-uh.
And I promise you, I like good, and I give good clean your house.
Okay.
That's all.
That's all. Thank you and see you.
Thank you for seeing you in Hong Kong.
Bye. Bye.